Big Brother is watching you. This chilling phrase hangs over the world of George Orwell's famous book, 1984. Imagine a world where every move you make, every word you whisper is monitored. That is the reality for Winston Smith, the main character in Orwell's story. He lives in Oceania, a country ruled by a mysterious and all-powerful entity known only as Big Brother. In this world, telescreens like two-way televisions are everywhere. They watch and listen to everything people do, making sure no one steps out of line. Life in Oceania is bleak. The party, which controls everything, dictates what people eat, wear, and even think. Individuality is crushed, and everyone must conform to the party's strict rules. Imagine having to wear the same clothes as everyone else, eat the same bland food, and never be allowed to express your own opinions. This is daily life for the citizens of Oceania. The party even controls language. They have created Newspeak, a simplified form of English designed to limit thought and prevent any form of rebellion. Can you imagine a world where words themselves are controlled? That's the chilling reality in 1984. The party believes that if they control language, they can control what people think. They introduce Newspeak, which eliminates words like freedom, love, and even bad. Instead, there's only good and ungood, limiting people's ability to express themselves fully. The party wants to eliminate any thought that might challenge their authority. They want everyone to think the same way and obey without question. One of the most unsettling concepts in 1984 is doublethink. This means believing two contradictory things at the same time. For example, the party's slogans are "War is peace," "Freedom is slavery," and "Ignorance is strength." The citizens of Oceania are conditioned to accept these contradictions without question. They are taught to reject their own thoughts and feelings if they contradict the party's teachings. Doublethink highlights the dangers of blind obedience and the suppression of critical thinking. It shows how easily we can be manipulated when we stop questioning what we are told. Section 5. The Price of Freedom, Rebellion and its Costs. Despite the oppressive atmosphere, Winston yearns for freedom and truth. He is constantly haunted by the party's omnipresent surveillance and the oppressive control it exerts over every aspect of life. The world he lives in is one where even a fleeting thought of rebellion can lead to severe punishment. He begins to rebel against the party in small ways, like keeping a secret diary. This diary becomes a symbol of his resistance, a place where he can express his true thoughts and feelings away from the prying eyes of Big Brother. Each word he writes is an act of defiance, a small but significant step towards reclaiming his individuality and engaging in a forbidden love affair. This relationship is not just an act of personal rebellion, but also a profound statement against the party's attempt to control human emotions and relationships. It represents a yearning for genuine human connection in a world where such connections are forbidden. These acts of rebellion, though small, are incredibly dangerous in Oceania. The risk of being caught is ever present, and the consequences are dire. The party's reach is extensive, and its methods of control are ruthless. Every act of defiance is a gamble with one's life. The party has eyes and ears everywhere, making it nearly impossible to escape its watchful gaze. Surveillance is a constant oppressive force, designed to instill fear and ensure absolute obedience. The mere suspicion of dissent can lead to severe repercussions, and even the slightest hint of dissent can have dire consequences. The thought police are always on the lookout for any signs of rebellion, ready to crush any form of resistance. The fear of being caught and punished is a powerful deterrent, keeping the populace in a state of constant submission. Winston's story shows that the fight for freedom is not easy. It requires courage, sacrifice, and an unwavering determination to stand up against tyranny. His journey is fraught with danger, but it also highlights the indomitable human spirit and the desire for liberty, and a willingness to stand up for what you believe in, even in the face of overwhelming odds. The struggle for freedom is a universal theme, resonating with anyone who's ever faced a passion or fought for their rights, even when it seems impossible. Winston's tale is a poignant reminder that the quest for freedom is a relentless pursuit, often demanding great personal sacrifice. Yet it is this very struggle that defines the essence of human resilience and the unyielding quest for truth and justice. Section 6. Big Brother in the Real World, Surveillance and Control. While 1984 is a fictional story, its themes resonate deeply with our own world. George Orwell's dystopian vision has become a chilling reality in many ways. The omnipresent surveillance, the erosion of privacy, and the manipulation of information are no longer just the stuff of fiction. They are part of our everyday lives. We live in an age of increasing surveillance, with cameras monitoring our every move and technology tracking our online activity. From the moment we step out of our homes, we are being watched. CCTV cameras are on every corner, in every store, and even in our workplaces. Our smartphones, which we carry with us everywhere, are constantly collecting data about our location, our habits, and our preferences. Governments and corporations are collecting vast amounts of data about us, often without our knowledge or consent. This data is stored in massive data centers and analyzed to create detailed profiles of our behavior. These profiles can be used for targeted advertising, but they can also be used for more sinister purposes, such as social control and manipulation. This raises important questions about privacy and the potential for misuse of this information. Who has access to this data? How is it being used? And what safeguards are in place to protect our privacy? The answers to these questions are often unclear, and the lack of transparency is troubling. Just like in Oceania, the line between security and control can become blurred. Measures that are implemented in the name of security can easily be used to exert control over the population. For example, airport security measures, which are designed to keep us safe, can also be used to monitor and track our movements. It's important to be aware of the ways in which our freedoms can be eroded gradually and to guard against the dangers of unchecked power. We must remain vigilant and advocate for our rights to privacy and freedom. By staying informed and holding those in power accountable, we can help ensure that the dystopian future envisioned by Orwell remains a work of fiction rather than becoming our reality. Section 7. Fighting for your thoughts. The importance of critical thinking. One of the most important messages of 1984 is the importance of critical thinking. In George Orwell's dystopian novel, the party maintains its power by controlling information and suppressing dissent. This is a stark reminder of how crucial it is to think for ourselves and not just accept what we are told at face value. Critical thinking involves analyzing and evaluating information, questioning assumptions, and seeking out diverse perspectives. It is a skill that empowers us to make informed decisions and to understand the world more deeply. The party maintains its power by controlling information and suppressing dissent. They use propaganda, censorship, and misinformation to shape the thoughts and beliefs of the populace. This manipulation of truth is a powerful tool for maintaining control. In our own lives, we are constantly bombarded with information from various sources, and it can be challenging to discern what is true and what is not. This is why critical thinking is so important. It allows us to navigate through the noise and find the truth. In our own lives, it's crucial to question what we're told, to not take things at face value. We should always be asking questions, seeking out evidence, and considering different viewpoints. This doesn't mean being cynical or distrusting everything, but rather being thoughtful and discerning. By doing so, we can avoid being misled and make better decisions. To seek out different perspectives, to engage in discussions with others who may have different viewpoints. This helps us to broaden our understanding and to see things from multiple angles. It is through this process of questioning and discussion that we can arrive at a more nuanced and accurate understanding of the world, and to form our own opinions based on evidence and reason. This means not just accepting the first piece of information we come across, but rather taking the time to research, analyze, and think critically about it. It is through this process that we can develop well-informed and reasoned opinions. Blindly accepting information without question makes us vulnerable to manipulation. When we don't think critically, we are more likely to be influenced by false information and propaganda. This can lead to poor decision-making and can have serious consequences for our lives and society as a whole. By thinking critically, we can challenge injustice, fight for truth, and protect our freedoms. Critical thinking enables us to stand up against those who seek to deceive or manipulate us. It empowers us to advocate for what is right and to make positive changes in our communities and the world. We can resist attempts to control our thoughts and actions. By cultivating the habit of critical thinking, we can become more independent, informed, and empowered individuals. This is not just important for our personal lives, but for the health and well-being of our society as a whole. Section 8, 1984. Today, a warning, not a blueprint. 1984 is not a prediction of the future, it's a warning. It shows us what can happen when power goes unchecked, when individuality is crushed, and when critical thinking is suppressed. Orwell's story serves as a reminder to be vigilant in defending our freedoms and to never take them for granted. We must be aware of the dangers of propaganda, censorship, and the erosion of privacy. Section 9. What do you think? What do you think about the ideas in 1984? How do you see them reflected in our world today? It's important to talk about these things, to share our thoughts, and to work together to create a future where freedom and truth prevail.